built on you as a unit, you with a spouse, you not even a partner, a spouse.
Mm-hmm.
And so kind of the first layer for me was, for couples that are same sex or just coupled but not married, but maybe they have a lifelong partner. They don't really fit into some of these. It's kind of hard to kind of fit them into some of these planning tools, and you just have to create them from scratch. And so like you go looking for resources, and you go looking to, problem solve and find that you're doing it on your own, but you're not doing it on your own. There's other people out there that are doing it too. And like you said, I have felt that. I wondered if that was the case, that it was like suddenly and then all at once. It just seemed like there was this seismic shift that happened just recently. So I was curious about that.
Yeah, I can't exactly tell you what, like these kind of movements that happened. I would love to take all the credit for it, but it certainly is not the case. I've treated it as I'm joining a movement, right?
Yeah.
A very quiet one, and one that I think will become absolutely impossible to ignore. That is going to fundamentally change the way the society works and the way businesses approach the marketplace.
And when you say that, like, what are you thinking? What are you envisioning? What do you see happening?
Well, okay, so I think the first thing we have to do is tackle the psychographic side of this, and that'll actually inform, because it's not just the demographics, right? So it's the fact that singles have much more varied goals than most couple people. So you've got, I have these sort of four types of singles. Your someday singles, the people who they're waiting hopelessly to get married, to partner up. The just mays, who could go either way. If it happens, great, but I'm not waiting around, right? I'm traveling the world. I might be buying that condo. I might be getting that pet. I'm not waiting for a partner. They're the no way singles. These are the folks I've already mentioned. Like, maybe they've been there, they've done that. Maybe it's just not a fit for their stage in life, as I like to say, for now or forever. They're working on other things. They've just moved to a new city. They realize that their best life is a life that is unpartnered. And then there are the fastest, and I think the sexiest group, which is the new way singles. So these are people who are doing relationships, but they're doing it in a non-traditional way, right? So maybe they have a platonic partnership. Maybe they're doing like a friends with benefits thing. Maybe they're doing living apart together, right? So they're not fitting the very traditional, very narrow definition of a partnership that are there. And so when you have these varied goals, you end up having varied opportunities, right? So you might have greater mobility. You have an ability to control your finances 100%, right? So you can choose to take a sabbatical or semi-retire young. You can choose a non-traditional housing situation. You could become a digital nomad, right? Or you could become semi-nomadic, which is something that I personally have been considering for my own future self.
Considering, I think you already fall well into that category, Peter.
Thank you. Yes, I'm let's say I'm experimenting heavily on that with that lifestyle. And so then suddenly your needs change, right? You no longer need the big house in the suburbs with the dining room table and the guest room and the home office, right? You don't need the two cars. You know what I mean? You might not even need a car at all anymore. But yet you do still have needs, right? So you still have to earn money, save money, spend money there, but you might have a very different housing need that is not being well served by the marketplace.